This video is for those who are in student loan delinquency, default, on the pathway to default, or have more than 90 days late. If that is you, please listen up. First and foremost, I don't want you to think that this video is a blame game. It's not. I don't blame you. There's been a lot of servicing issues and a lot of issues with people entering into repayment. This video is merely a resource to help you tackle how to best manage default or delinquency. So if you are in good standing in your student loans, this video may not be for you. However, you may learn some new information on pro tips how to better manage your student loan, so you too can stick around. So first and foremost, I'm going to go through the numbers of how many people are in default. Then I'm going to go through specific actions that you can take with your credit as well as with the student loan process. Okay, so first and foremost, let me detail the number of people in default and delinquency. There is stated to be 5.5 million borrowers who are currently in default, another 3.7 million people who are 270 days late on their payments and on the edge of default, and then another 2.7 million borrowers in the early stages of delinquency, and then of course another 12 million borrowers who are worryingly behind on their payments. That's huge. That's literally almost 20 million Americans that are being negatively impacted by student loan debt in terms of their ability to pay. So I know I don't make this video thinking there's a small audience, okay? So it's a pretty large audience. And if you're part of that 20 million, when you have those massive numbers, you know there's something wrong with the system, it's not a borrower blame game, first and foremost. So what is it that you can do with your credit? First of all, if you are in the earlier stages of lates, like just getting your credit hit from recent lates, there is documentation you can submit to your servicer to ask them to remove those lates. If you're in later stage delinquency, that might be more challenging. LoanSense can provide the documentation to remove those lates. Number one, if you're in the earlier stage, if that's what you can do with credit. I would also monitor your credit, think about what other bills you can pay on time, and of course, what will really help is getting out of default on your student loans. And for that, there are two main options. There is student loan rehabilitation or student loan consolidation. If you are in the mortgage pathway and want to get out of default sooner rather than later, then consolidation is the key. The issue with consolidation is that unlike rehabilitation, any lates will stay on your credit. That's why you could dispute it with your servicer at the same time as filing for consolidation, especially if you're trying to buy a home, if you're in going towards stages of default, right? Let's say you can't rehabilitate, it takes 9 months, you want to consolidate, just know that there is a credit impact. They will not take out those lates. So that's the value of rehabilitating. It just takes really, really long, okay? So let's talk about, I mentioned already, rehabilitation, 9 months, you get it taken off of your credit. It's a one-time opportunity over their lifetime of repayment, okay? Student loan consolidation is essentially where the servicer of your choice that you choose, this is the only time you get to choose your servicer. We tend to recommend Nelnet because they have better ratings than others, even though there's still a lot of imperfection. We recommend Nelnet. What they do is Nelnet essentially takes over your loans and bundle every loan you have that you put in the consolidation application into one loan, and you start your payment history from scratch. The thing that we like to tell people about consolidation is that all the payments you have made as a public servant, if you are a public servant, on the loans prior to consolidation will now be started over from scratch. That's the biggest pain about consolidation. So just recognize that you're starting repayment again from scratch. Okay, but in the consolidation, it will take you out of default, again, starting from scratch. You will now have an opportunity, not exactly a clean slate because you're still going to have the credit hits, but you're going to be out of the defaulted status, and you're going to be out of the possibility of getting your wages garnished. LoanSense can help you get out of wage garnishment by helping you with the consolidation process, okay? I just want to say that because a lot of people come to us super stressed out when they get notices that their wage is going to get garnished. So just don't wait. Try not to wait that late to consolidate your loans. It's a very cumbersome process. There's a lot of information we need. You need a reference. We need your driver's license, things of that nature, but we also need to do it properly and think about how we're going to consolidate. How to fill out the form is really important. What you specifically select in that form, like being put into $5 payments while you consolidate, is also helpful, and the process takes 2 to 3 months. I do not recommend letting the organization or collection agency managing your default do the consolidation for you. I do not recommend that because they will not fill out the income-driven repayment plans in your best interest using the proof of income that will provide you with the lowest possible repayment during the duration post-consolidation. That's what I mean. I don't recommend you letting the debt collector, the collector that's managing your default, again, do the consolidation. LoanSense can help you with consolidation. You can do the consolidation, but I do not recommend, because you have very little control how they fill it out. And we've only recently been hearing about debt collectors offering to do the consolidation. I don't know if these are scams or they are calling the actual number assigned by the servicer, the federal servicer, but you never know. Sometimes phishing scams do occur. I don't know what, because we are not the ones that receive direct communication. We're hearing from borrowers that they are being asked by the debt collector to do the consolidation. Again, I'm not 100% sure if they have gotten called up by a phishing company, by a company phishing for their information, but it seems like they are calling, and we have been hearing about it from multiple borrowers now. So it may be a thing that these debt collectors are now supposed to be doing, which historically I believe that they did, but it's not the same. It's just not the same the way they're doing it. As in, they're telling the borrower they're going to do it for them without even having them, from my understanding, even sign the forms. Like, you really need to know what they're filling out on your behalf, because you're going to be the one stuck with this new loan, right? And the way it's being done and how it's being done in terms of being able to pay $5 on forbearance while they complete the program, what loans are being consolidated. What you don't want to happen is that they make a mistake, don't consolidate all your loans, and you still have one or two loans out of that consolidation that are in default. That's not going to help you. That is probably the biggest liability of having somebody else that really has no accountability to getting you out of default do the paperwork for you. Okay, so that's my whole spiel. And then, of course, I always tell everybody with their new servicer to look up on studentaid.gov within 2 to 3 weeks of completing the consolidation to see if the servicer has been transferred, because you want your new servicer and no longer the debt collector to oversee your loans. That means you're moving towards positive status. And then lastly, to automatically put yourself in auto pay, because you do not want to be late on those payments. If you choose the route of rehabilitation, you still have to fill out paperwork that determines your payment. The way you fill that out is also really important. It is a 9-month process. It's a one-time process. It does forgive the lates on your credit. So that's the value of rehabilitation. We definitely consider it. We definitely recommend it for people who are not in the home buying process. And if you have time, definitely do that. If you have any other questions, LoanSense does help with the consolidation rehabilitation process. We also do help with borrower defense in the event that you carry loans from schools that are on the borrower defense list, which is a list called Sweet versus Cardona. Look that up. I'm going to end with links to our borrower defense content. We have amazing content on how we help people in borrower defense complete the entire 25-page borrower defense application so that they can get their debt discharged. There is possibility you can consolidate your loans, get out of delinquency or default, and also do borrower defense. Those are not things that are mutually exclusive. You can do them both. I just want to put a shout out on that. And then of course, if you do not know what borrower defense is, you're in default, check out if your school's on the Sweet versus Cardona list and watch our borrower defense content. If you like this, please like, subscribe, and follow us for more.